Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. In today's video, I will be doing winter coats try on haul. Now we all know that coats or jackets are kind of an essential, it is an essential, especially if you're someone who lives in a country like Canada or anywhere up north. You do know what I'm talking about. So it's really important to have a jacket or a coat that is going to keep you warm and help you survive this cold weather. And that is why I'm thinking of creating a series where I will be reviewing winter coats from different brands, where I'll be talking about their composition, their structure, their craftsmanship, and also their price point, because we all know winter coats are expensive. So we do want to have coats that are actually going to keep us warm, obviously make us look chic and elevated, and also that will last for a really long time. So in today's video, I will be doing winter coats try on haul from Mango. And you all know how much I love Mango. So I have 5 coats that I will be talking about, and I have them from different price range. So we'll start from the lowest to highest and see, what their composition are and if they are actually worth it or not. And as always, I will link down everything in the description box below, just in case if you want to check them out. And let's begin. Okay, so now let's begin with the first one, and I'm going to start with the lowest price from these coats, and it is this one. It's a black coat. I absolutely love this. If you've watched my fall jacket, then you know what I'm talking about. It is this black coat. This coat cost around $220 Canadian, and it has 50% wool composition, and it does have lapel collars and 2 pockets on the side, and has beautiful golden buttons in the front and on both cuffs. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that whenever you have a coat that has golden buttons or any kind of buttons, you want to make sure that the buttons do not look cheap, because sometimes, no matter how beautiful the coat is, how beautiful their craftsmanship is, if the buttons look cheap, the entire coat is going to look cheap. And yes, one more thing, if you've watched my fall jacket video, you might have seen that the one that I showed was in medium size, and I am actually medium size in most brands, but this one was a bit oversized for me. So this time I did size down and I got them in size small, and I will say this fits perfectly for me. The sleeve length is perfect, the length of the coat is perfect. It does fall below my hip area, which is kind of okay with it, because it kind of covers most part of my body, and it does give that peacoat vibe, which is always a good, I would say, a staple piece to have, at least for fall and winter. Now, by looking at their composition, their fit, and also their price point, is it worth it? I would say yes. But I would say it's even more worth it if you buy them at 30% off, because I got them at 30% off, and I think it did cost around like $150 Canadian, which is a good deal given the quality and how it is made. And I can definitely tell you that this is going to last you for a really long time. And if at all in future you feel that I'm kind of tired of this golden button, and I just want something subtle, and I do not want to buy another coat, what you can do is that you can just get basic black buttons or any other buttons that you want from Amazon, and you can just switch it up, and that's it. You do not need to buy another coat. Just switching up the buttons is going to make a whole lot of difference. Now let's move on to the next price point, and the one that I have here is this gray coat, and it does cost around $250 Canadian. It is a beautiful gray coat. This is a gray colored coat with double-breasted design and has lapel collars and black buttons on the front and on the cuff. It also has 2 pockets on both sides, and it has inner lining, which is like the best thing, because it's kind of a pet peeve of mine to not have a lining when it comes to coat, because it definitely cheapens the entire coat, and it's something that I definitely do not want. So having a lining is kind of a must for me. And it does consist of 40% wool, I would say, and it's again a fairly good amount of wool to have in a coat. I must say that it does feel very soft, and yes, it does have this oversized nature, so that is why I did size down for this. So I got them in size small, but still it's kind of like a bit oversized on me, but I don't mind it. But I think that if I had gone for my regular size, it would be like really bulky on me. And if you have broad shoulders, that you want to keep this thing in mind, you do not want something like that is going to add more bulk to your shoulders. Now that it's a full length coat and it also has this oversized fit, you can layer them properly, and I think you will be able to wear this up to like -5, or if you layer properly then maybe -10 as well, but that's like the maximum or the lowest you can go for. And is it worth it? I would say yes, definitely. especially if you go with the 30% discount. It's definitely worth it. I absolutely love this coat, and you know, the entire everything about this coat is really good and very soft. It gives that casual vibe as well, and you know, because of its gray color, you can kind of, you know, it looks fairly neutral but kind of light. So you know, sometimes we wear a lot of black during winter times, so if you want to go something different, you can go with this gray color. It's a very chic coat, I must say that. Now let's move on to the next one. The next one is of the same price point, but the reason why I went with the same price point is because this coat looks entirely different from the previous one, and it is this beige coat. And you can see the previous one was an oversized fit, and this is more of a fitted look, which I absolutely love. This coat also cost around 220 Canadian dollars, and it's also made of 40% wool composition. And the reason why it's different is because the previous one is more of an oversized and this one is more of a fitted look. Now if you look at the design of this coat, it does have label collars, and it is a single breasted coat. It has buttons on the front and on the cuff. It does have this brown tortoise type design or color, which I love, and it goes very well with the color of this coat. It also has inner lining, which is just perfect, and has 2 pockets on both sides. Now it does say that it is a straight fit design, but to be honest, I feel that it's more of like a fitted, like a curved design, and I personally love it because I have seen so many coats which are kind of fitted, and you know that fitted blazers are very much in, or fitted coats are very much in the season, but this is not like extremely fitted, so it's kind of like a very classic one. So even if the fitted blazer or fitted design goes out of style, this coat will never go out of style. It is kind of one of the classic design, and it does give that feminine vibe, which I love. And if you are looking for a coat that gives that feminine fitted look, this is definitely the one. And yes, I did get them in size medium, and I will say that it is very much true to size. You can see that I have buttoned it up as well, and it doesn't look fitted or tight around my waist area, because sometimes it does do that and you do not want it. And one more thing is that because of its fitted design, you won't be able to wear something or anything extremely chunkier inside. You might want to size up for that, but it will ruin the entire look. You do not want that. So if you are someone who lives in an area where it's not extremely cold, like 0 or like up to -5, like maximum, you can definitely wear this coat because you cannot layer much. But if you are someone who's not going to walk a lot, who's not going to be outside for a really long time, and it still live in a very cold environment, you can still pull this off very easily because you won't be outside for a long time, and it's very, very, very chic. Okay, so now we are climbing the price range stairs, and the one that I have here is this coat. It's a black coat. I mean, you know me, it's a black coat, and it does cost around 400 Canadian dollars at Mango, which is just insane. I mean, I cannot tell you, like, it blows my mind. I know everything is getting expensive, everything is getting like crazy, the pricing are like shooting up, but like 400 for this. So this is a double-breasted coat with label design and has 2 pockets in the front and golden buttons on the front and on both cuffs. It also has this loops on each side of the shoulder, which kind of gives that, you know, very professional military vibe. I mean, this entire look gives a very much of a military vibe, which I absolutely loved. It is composed of 55% virgin wool and 20% of regular wool, so it's basically 75% wool, which is very impressive, and I absolutely love this entire coat. It looks so high quality, and it is actually made of high quality. I mean, you can see every detail. It's just perfect. I absolutely love this, and this coat actually gives more of a dressed up vibe. So if you want to go for a dressy, elevated, chic look, this coat is definitely something you can wear. I mean, if you keep it open and, you know, if you want to make it casual, just, you know, this open coat can also do the work, but it's instantly going to elevate your look. This is like that kind of a jacket, you know, or a coat that is definitely going to keep you warm. This is something that I think I can wear up to like -15, -20 if I can lay it properly. And it's one more thing, it's kind of weird. When I placed the order, before I got the pieces, I went to one of their store in Toronto, and I tried this exact similar coat, and they only had it in size small. So but I just wanted to, I was being impatient, so I wanted to try them out. I did, and it's so weird that the small size also fit me perfectly, and I thought that, okay, you know what, maybe the medium size might be a bit oversized on me. But when I wore this, it's okay. I mean, I don't see much of a difference. I mean, there's like a slight difference, but not extreme, like a lot, not like a huge difference, to be honest. So I'm not sure how the sizing are, but I think, maybe I can layer a bit more with medium, but it won't make much of a difference. So I don't know about the sizing, but this one is medium, and I'm extremely happy with medium. It looks very beautiful on me, and it doesn't, feel tight from any part, and that is something I definitely like. And now, is it worth $400? I would say yes, but it's still a little bit high, I would say, for the brand. But looking at the coat and how it's made, I think, yeah, you can. If you are planning to have this coat for a really, really long time, then yes, you can. And if you have the budget for it, yeah. But if you can get them at 30% off, definitely worth it. Like, I cannot tell you how much it is worth it. Like, let me tell you, like, give me. So I also got these coat at 30% off. So I paid $280, which is insane. I mean, if you get this coat at that price point, I would say don't walk, just run. It's such an amazing coat. It's such a beautiful coat, and I don't think you would get such a beautiful, such a practical coat at this price point. I'm not kidding at all. And Mango does have sale every now and then, so it's not that, they have sale just once in a while. So, maybe 1 week later or within a couple of days they will have sale. So I would say just get this coat. It is going to be so worth it. And even if it's not on sale, not bad. If you have the budget, then I would say yes, still not bad. Now let's move on to the most expensive coat of the day, and it is this black coat. It does cost around $450 Canadian dollars. Okay, so now let's look at the details. It is a black colored coat with label design and has black buttons on the front and also on the cuff. It is basically a straight cut single breasted coat, and it has pockets on two sides, and it has one inside pocket. I love to have an inside pockets because guess what, when it's really cold outside, the primary use of the pockets on the side is mainly to keep your hands warm. So you definitely want to have your valuables on the inside of your coat so that they are safe and secure and it doesn't fall off. So, which is great to have in this coat. And if you look at this coat and also on the previous coat that I showed you, both of them said Italian wool, so I'm assuming that they both have sourced their wool from Italy. And this one is made of 77% wool, which is again great to have that much composition of wool in a good quality coat so that it is going to keep you warm. Now I did get them in size medium, and it is a full length coat, which is great. Now if you look at the silhouette of this coat, it is very much similar to the beige one that I showed you. It has this fitted design, and it is very, the structure or the style is kind of similar to this one. And I will say that with this coat, I did get them in size medium, but I would definitely go up for this because today I wore a black turtleneck. It's like a very thin turtleneck, and when I wore this, I felt it was perfect. But if I were supposed to wear any kind of knitwear, or if I want to layer anything, even like not too much, I would have to size up because this would be tight on me. So I would say this runs a slight small, not too, but like slight small. So definitely want to size up if you are planning to wear this in cold weather. And when it comes to temperature, I would not wear this below -10 degrees, provided I'm sizing up. Because if you look at the coat design, it is a very warm coat. It is made of very high quality, luxurious feel, and everything is just perfect and very beautiful. But it is a v-neck coat, and it is kind of a single button coat. Is it a single button? No, it has 2 buttons, but doesn't have more than that. So if it's windy outside, you want to have a scarf, but you might want to layer properly in order to keep yourself warm. If you don't layer properly, like -10 is like the maximum because of how the coat is designed. There is nothing wrong with the coat or nothing wrong with the material. It's just the design, how it is made. So if you are supposed to be not walking a lot, if you are, you know, taking your public transportation, or like your car, not public transportation but your own personal vehicle, then you can go with this coat. Now, is it worth $450? I don't think so. I would rather prefer to go with the $400 coat but than buying this one, because there's, I mean, now that I have seen the beige one, I might just buy them in black color. And I mean, this is great. If you have the budget, you can go for it. It's a very luxurious, very, you know, high quality coat. I mean, you can feel the difference between two, but not up to like $450. You know, that's like a bit too much. If you buy them at a discounted price, then I think you can justify the price, but not at full price. Definitely not at full price.